Hey guys, this is Drakkalan bringing another Kingdom of Heroes video. So today I am going to be summoning for a hero that I've been wanting. I said as soon as he came up we'd grab him. So Ingwe, he is a tree hero, he's a tank, he is probably one of the best arena heroes in the game. He's a great starter unit, he can be a farmer, probably not the fastest farmer, but he can be used as a farmer. But definitely in PvP is where he's going to shine the most, but he can also clear rune dungeons pretty easily. It's just he's a very tough character to kill, so we're gonna go with him. As far as crystal summons, we're gonna try to do what we need to do to get him. Maybe spend a little bit of money if we have to. Hopefully, we get lucky and pull him pretty quick. We've also got 9 spirit summons we're gonna do. Obviously, we're hoping for an LND. Actually, no, I take it back. I'm sorry. I don't want to do my spirit summons right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait. So if you guys look at the spirit summon list and look at the rotation, right, so the next list, there's 2 out of 3 that we don't have. On this one, we don't have any of these 3. But I'm really kind of heavy on priests. I sort of like the skill kit of Raphael. Kind of feel like I need a pull for him. But the better choice might be to just wait for Uriel. He's a mage, and his skills are just pretty good. Like, he's got a lot of action gauge control. I think he does stun too, if I remember right. Ignore defense and reduces mobility, and then attacks the targets within target area, and then resets cooldowns. Yeah, so that's what it was. He backs up the cooldowns by 2 turns. He pushes back the action gauge of enemies hit by 20% with a 30% effect rate. And if you look down here, when he gets skill ups, that effect rate goes up to 30, 40, 50, a 60% chance to push people's action gauge back by 20%. So that's pretty huge for PvP. The ignore defense, that's pretty nice. The mobility going down on top of pushing their activity or action gauge back is pretty nice. Skill 3, the cooldowns, we can't stress that enough, especially on heroes that just do insane damage or they have really strong heals and everything else, right? In case your heal block doesn't go off, whatever the case may be. And then his Awakening Arbiter's Duty. He becomes immune to stun, and all allies, including Uriel, gain provoke immunity, right? So that gives your team a lot more control, keeps you from being like Ingwe. That's why Ingwe is so good, is he can provoke the units to attack him, and this would kind of counter him and a few other tank units like Whitebeard. So we'll probably save up for then, and even though Ingwe is one of the characters of that rotation, we don't have Hataru, so what are the odds that we would get all of them? But we're going to save up for Uriel. So I'm not going to do any of the spirit summons today. We will be doing the advanced tree scroll. We've got one of those, and we've got 27 of the advanced scrolls. If you guys don't know the advanced scrolls, you can click the information at the top. It tells you your probability chance. So we have a chance of a 3 to 5 star, only a 1.5% chance of a 5 star. So not too bad of a deal. Got a lot of those from the rewards. But to start off, let's just go ahead and go with Ingwe. And like I said, we're going to do the 10 summon for that guaranteed 4 star. It's just a better, for skill ups and everything else. Maybe some new heroes we don't have yet. And without further ado, let's jump right in. I'll also open up some rune packs that we've got sitting from quest rewards. I know I could skip everything, but you gotta have something to fill up the content. So all these 3 stars, I don't think there's any 3 stars we're missing that you can get from summons. But we are missing several 4 stars. Here in the next week, we're going to start working on our... Alright, so we got the 4 star. Alright, she needs some skill ups. I've already gotten 2 or 3 of her. She's not a bad hero, attacker by any means, if you guys are lacking a fire attacker. But yeah, like I said, we're going to be building up some of the heroes that you have to craft, because there is an event. Did we get the 4 star? Yeah. Because there's an event that will basically award us a free 4 star if we complete it. And it'll just, save us time in the long run, save us fodder in the long run. And we'll do a quick account overview at the end of the video as well, if you guys want to see what I've been working on the last 2 or 3 days since my last video. I haven't had time to start making Nat 3 videos yet. We'll be working on that pretty soon. So here's the free Nat 4. Alright, that is, I believe, a new one for the account. I don't think we have Nil. If we do, I don't remember it. Yeah, Mutant Elf, I feel like I fed a few of those to thinking they were the fodder 1 and 2 stars. Very unique names on some of these heroes. We've gotten 3 or 4 of her. Like I said, I plan to build everybody over time. It's just going to take us a while to get to that point. We're farming in under 30 seconds for most of our runs now with Ifrit. She still needs some improvement on her runes, but we went pretty in depth on that in the last video if you guys want to take a look at that on where to farm XP. Yeah, we're not having any luck right now. Alright, if this one doesn't get them, we're going to take a break from doing the crystal summons. We're going to do the 27 scrolls, because you never know, maybe we'll pull them there without having to waste a whole bunch of gems. Oh, maybe? No. Hey, another media. Love that character model, though. Still not getting any luck. Just want to get that Nat 5. And as you guys know, even though it's on his banner, we're not guaranteed to get him as a Nat 5, even if we pull one. But we've gotten fairly lucky on the last banner. Alright. So we burned up about 1,000 crystals, or 900 right now. Let's see. 20 more summons and we'll get a few more scrolls. So if we look at our advanced scrolls, we'll run through these one at a time. Oh, of course. Always getting full. See if we got any silver, because I think we're going to run out of silver. As you guys can tell, if you saw my last video, I was at like 2 million silver because I made full use of the silver farming day, and some of the packs I had brought silver with them. But we've been leveling up runes and leveling up heroes as quickly as we can. Alright, so we've got up to 3 6-stars now. We are roughly, I don't know, halfway to the 4th 6-star, which I'm going to do with, I'm going to make that a knot, or a Nat, because I like her ignore defense attack skills. We're going to build her, you could build her tanky, or you could build her as a damage dealer. We're going to focus on the damage dealing stats and try to put as many tanky substats in there as possible, just so we can get the most out of that ignore defense. So that means a lot of crit rate, crit damage, and attack with as much HP and defense added in. We're not too worried about her provoke, I don't think, unless her skill 3 needs it, but we'll cover her in a separate video. For now, we just need to get to that hero storage and toss everything in. Oop. I forgot I had all this fodder sitting in here. I should have finished leveling it up before I made the video. Would have been a little bit cleaner at that point. So we're at 150 slots in our storage. Hopefully that'll be enough to get that Ingwe in our box. Like I said, I've got my brother plays and he's got an Ingwe. A little bit jealous. He's pulled some seriously nice heroes with very little investment into it. But he's always had pretty good luck at these games. If you ever want to find somebody that pulls L&D Nat 4s and 3s, he does. But he's not streaming this content. He streams The Forest and a few other horror survival type games. So you'll probably see me on Twitch with him a little bit doing that as well. What are we up to? 83 slots. Tossing some of these easy to find. Make sure you guys are doing your rift every day. I can't stress that enough. I'm not sure if they're going to take it away where we can't get all the, all the free goodies that we get between the XP mons and the silver. Alright, 62 slots. We're going to assume that'll be enough for our luck to pull us through. Let's head back down to summon and pick up those advanced scrolls. So we'll start off with the one-off. See what we get from the tree scroll. Come on, Ingwe. Nope. That was our one chance. Nah. Alright, we'll do these, like I said, one at a time. I just feel like I get better luck when I do them one at a time. But we don't do that with the crystal summons. Here we go. Nat 4 on the first one. Vesta. We don't have her yet, so that's a new hero. Add that to the codex. And if you guys don't know, there's a codex bonus basically too. When you take these heroes, you awaken them, level them up. Usually they have to be paired up with another hero. So a lot of times Nat 5s and Nat 4s get paired up, or an L&D hero gets paired up with a Nat 4. That kind of thing. So it's like free HP and attack. Over time, it's going to be kind of what separates people. I'd say we're doing pretty good so far on these advanced scrolls. It's 2 Nat 4s. So 2 out of 27. Let's write that down. I'll forget. 2 out of 27. And then we've done 900 crystals so far, so 900 crystals. That way I can put that in the tag. Rope some of you guys into watching my videos. Yeah, I think the first Nat 3 video I'll probably make is just to lay out a farmer. But if you guys are still new or haven't got to your Nat 5 yet, or you've gotten your Nat 5 and it wasn't in somebody you think's a good farmer, i.e. they don't have a good AoE skill, then Freya is probably going to be your best option, which you get for free. She's a dark hero. She's got AoE abilities. Look that we've hit 800 summons. Nothing special. You guys should see my rune failures. I think we're over 1,000 on that, and I've been pretty selective about the runes I roll. I haven't just been rolling them to get the stats we need. Also, if you guys would like to see some of this on Twitch, let me know. I used to stream Crystal Guardians on Twitch every day or every other day, just as often as I could, for a couple of hours. But that was doing like raids and guild wars and stuff, so may not be able to do as good a content with this in those arenas. And right now I do pretty much auto on all my PvP content. We've climbed from silver back up to gold since the week reset, but we haven't been putting a big focus on arena like we need to be. Oh, finally got a Nat 5. Alright, now this is making me feel bad, right? So we got Hotaru, and if you guys remember, I'm saving up my spirit summons. So that might go pretty badly trying to get Uriel next time. Yeah, assuming we get Ingwe today. So let's mark that down 1 Nat 5, because I doubt we get a second. We're up to 4 Nat 4s, unless I miscounted. Sometimes it happens. These smooth transitions. We might go a little bit more free to play after this. I've been putting a lot of investment in this game. But if you guys could like and subscribe. That's another Nat 4. That way I feel like I'm getting a little bit of a return on what I'm putting in. Alright, so out of 27 scrolls, we got 1 Nat 5, and we got 5 Nat 4s. So not a bad rate compared to a lot of games. Our L&D scrolls, we're 7 summons until we get a free one. The heroics, we're getting, yeah. Oh man, I'm dreading this now. So we got that Nat 5, and like I said, if you look at the summon information, I wasn't too concerned, but now Hotaru is 1, and Ingwe is 1. So I guess we could still go for it and do the skill ups assuming we get those 2. You know, it's going to take some luck. And out of the Nat 4s, I believe we don't have any of these Nat 4s, so that'd be all new. Well, we got this guy at the end. The other 4 Nat 4s, I don't believe we have. So that wouldn't be a completely wasted investment, or I could just go ahead and do them I guess I'll just go ahead and do them tonight, right? Because no, we'll save it. We'll save it. We need that. We want that L&D, if at all possible. So back to trying to pull an Ingwe. Down to 2,300 crystals. We've spent. This will put us at 1,200. I think we've only gotten one net 4 per rotation so far too, which is not the best. And of course I speak and I get proven wrong. Oh, we got a net 5. Come on, Ingwe. I need some crystals saved. Makoto. That's also a new net 5 for us, but not what we're looking for. Oh, man, this is like the best one yet. So 2 nat 4s and 1 nat 5 off of 300 crystals. Oh, wow. I can't say, we're not getting a decent amount of investment off of this roll. Right, so we got 1, 2, 3 nat 4s and 1 nat 5. 3 nat 4s. 1 nat 5. So that puts us at 1,200 crystals spent. And we got 7 nat 4s total with 1 nat 5. Let's jump back in and keep going until we get Ingwe if possible. And by the way, guys, if you're curious, I do not recommend doing this at all. I recommend you save your crystals for energy refills. That is the absolute best use for crystals in any game or any paid currency in these games. But if you buy an occasional pack for summons to support the developers, obviously they need the money to keep making the game, keep providing updates. I was told that this game's been out, I guess, for a year in its home country, so hopefully they're still providing new updates and new content. This is the free nat 4. Hey, 2 more summon scrolls. So we'll grab those after these crystals are spent. Trying to keep track of what we got. Yeah, this is going to be a long video. I was trying to keep it as short as possible. But as usual, I have failed. Maybe. Nope. Two net 4s out of that. Not terrible. We're up to 10 now. Probably about to run out of crystals. And then I'm going to make you guys sit here and watch me put all these 3 stars into the skill ups. No. Can we please get Ingwe? Alright, Penelope's new. I don't have her yet as a nat 4, so that's nice. Let's see, leader skill, 36% defense in dungeons. That's not too bad. I'm already pretty priest heavy though, so I don't really need more heals and more defense. I got a Vivian, so she pretty much, I think, is probably the best healer in the game because she does cleanse, continuous healing, and healing. She's a water healer, so pretty versatile. Good for bringing in to counter any Ifrits, since Ifrit was the most popular Nat 5 pull. Alright, Caligula. He is just super popular tonight, apparently. He's just going to keep coming back. Alright, Penelope. We've already seen you once today. Oh, wow. That's what I get for running my mouth, I guess. I believe that's 2 very nice crystal pools. 300 crystals for 3 4-stars. And Faust is used for making one of those nat 5s that you have to combine together. So we'll probably save him instead of feeding him for a skill up. Same thing with Penelope and the others. If they need to be used for any of those combinations, we'll just make sure to save them. Keep us from having to try to do this again. Bonnie, I was actually building her until I pulled a Raja, because her skill kit's pretty nice with the stuns, and I really needed a tree attacker at the time. Trying to think, so yeah, it'd be 15. Yeah, Daphne I've already 6-starred because I wanted she was one of my better priests. She had a strip on S1, if I remember correctly. Yeah, she can remove 1 buff from a target, and then every buff that she removes, she does continuous recovery to all allies. So I 6-starred her. Think she'd be pretty good in PvP, but I've ended up using Vivian a lot more instead of her. Still think it's a decent investment. We'll probably use her in mono dungeons over time. And we're up to 16 nat 4s pulled. Thanks to, getting 3 at a time on 2 different pulls. Oh, I forgot we got those advanced scrolls. We need to go pop those too. We might get luckier on them. Brunhild, we've already got a couple of her. I hope I have enough silver to expand my box out to hold all these heroes. Anubis we've got. Haven't done anything with him yet. Lemnoria, I don't remember if I have her or not. I definitely like the character model with the teddy bear and the wings. Alright, so that was another 3 nat 4s in 1 pool, so now we're up to 19. Oh, no. Oh, I see we don't have enough crystals. Oh, man. Let's go down to advanced. We have 2. We'll just do them at the same time. Why not? Oh, can't. We have filled up the box yet again. Yeah, I bought a couple of these initially just to kind of get a jump, but we're not going to buy any more of those. I'd rather just spend the energy. Glad we got some silver. We're going to need it. So, hit up the hero box. Storage. Let's go ahead and expand that out. Should be about 100,000. I'll do it one more. Sweet. Had enough money. Alright guys, so I don't want to break the bank today, so what we'll probably do is we'll buy 1 pack. And if that 1 pack gets us Ingwe, great. If it doesn't, well, we still got a new nat 5 anyway, so I don't consider it a loss. And then look at all these skill ups, right? Wait a minute, I can't. Oh, alright, gotta open up the box more. We are totally out of silver. Probably should have just gone ahead and fed a few. Try not to waste more of your guys' time than I have to. Man, look at how many we pulled of this guy. What do we got? We got 6 slots. Alright, so, oh man, that only gave us 4. Ugh. What to do? Who do we have out that we can give some stuff to? Where are my nat 3s? So this is the bad part. Alright, I've leveled up a few of them just to try to free up box space because I was getting overloaded. I guess we'll pull this guy out. We know we've got a ton of him. And then we'll pull her out. What do you mean? Oh. And this is the problem, right? It's so expensive to do this as far as the silver goes. And I may not have enough silver to feed them because I think it costs silver to pretty much do anything. And that is why that resource is so valuable. Alright, so we look at his skills, make sure he's got space. Yeah. We haven't awoken him yet, or otherwise he would, well, he still would need more skill ups. And we do have a strength hero challenge that needs to get completed by maxing out a hero's skills. And now that I see it, we've got to save one of this guy because he's a combination hero and we may need him. So we'll save the extra. Go back to storage, pop both of them in there because we don't want to waste it. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Didn't think we would be that full that fast. Not you. This is who we wanted. And maybe this will give us enough space to do a few more summons. Oh, gotta save one of her too. She's got the stars. That means she's a combination hero. You can tell we've already given her a pretty decent amount of skill ups. And if you guys wanted to kind of fast pace your leveling scheme, you could technically feed your 3 stars. If you wanted to, I don't recommend it, or at least keep 1 copy of each just in case it becomes valuable down the road or if you need it for a new combination hero that might come out. Let's go back to storage. But since I plan to build everything to give people examples of good units to build, I've got to hang on to mine. Where is she at? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, this takes a minute. Old and blind, old and blind. Yeah, all these units need so many skill ups. It's pretty ridiculous. And some of them don't even do anything. Like, I don't remember if it was my Ifrit or a 4-star, but I had to give them extra skill ups, and it would literally say nothing gets done with this skill up, just to skip down to the next one to do another, making it more expensive for no actual reason. Alright, so we got 12 slots. If we go back to storage, storage should have enough space now to take a few more too. Alright. See about grabbing a box. Let's see. What do we want to do? What kind of packages do they have? So a lot of these we've already bought. Got the Supreme pack. That's not going to really give us anything. Expert packs. Got one of the Conqueror packs, the more expensive one. So we could do an L&D scroll. And then this would give us another 10 summons. And then help build our crystals back up over the next couple of days. Right, so we got a $90 pack here with 1,000 crystals. So that'd be 3 summons, 30 heroes. Versus a $45 pack that would do 100 less crystals. no runes, same one L&D, no currency. But those runes would make up for a lot of farming time, potentially. Let's see what else we get. Summon pack. Yeah. Not really worthwhile in my opinion. Crystal packs. So 2,000 crystals would do us another, what, 60 heroes? And 5,000 silver coins would expand our box out by 5. Yeah, I wish they had something really nice that kind of stood out to me. So that would give us 10 advanced scrolls and then 20 gems for 30 days. That's really not a terrible deal, but $9 for 400 gems. I know a lot of these daily packs, that's what they want people to buy. They make them low, give you that 10% XP, and Alright, we'll just go with that L&D pack for now. Really not trying to break the bank again. If we get Ingwe, great. If we don't, at least we'll have an L&D to show for it. Grab this real quick. Alright, so 300 crystals today, plus we're going to get daily crystals, and we get a 3-day XP 200% boost, which is very nice. That'll help us get the fodder we need for the combination heroes. And we got a pack of Havoc runes, 6-star legendary. Hopefully we don't get any crappy runes in it, but you almost always get 1 to 2. And that L&D scroll is what we're really excited about. So let's bounce back. Take these 60. Don't care about friendship points. Storage is where we want to be, right? So I've got a bunch of rune stuff just from farming. Oh, and a 5-star hero select summon chest. If I knew I had that, we could have easily pulled Ingwe. But oh man, like, do I want to pull Ingwe? Let's go ahead and pop this and see what our options are. Right, so Ifrit, obviously we have Ifrit. That was our number 1 choice. Obviously, it's a lot of other people's number 1 choices. Ingwe is number 2. He, like I said, is literally one of the best heroes. They kind of, if he's built well enough, he can definitely tank Ifrit. But if Ifrit gets built well enough, she could maybe take him down. It's kind of hit or miss, right? It depends on who has the better rune qualities at the end of the day. But Ifrit combined with another hero is definitely pretty good at taking him down. Esperanza, a great water fighter. Vivian, probably the best healer in the game, in my opinion. And Claudia, I've seen her pull some pretty good stuff in arena and PvP. Same thing with Freed. Freed's not terrible. I have not really paid much attention to Lilith and Beelzebub. We've already got Bunny, Jahara. Like, we've got most of these starter heroes. I say most. We've got about a third of them. So right now we could get Ingwe and save our crystals. And that seems like the best option, right? Because like I told you, you want to save for energy. But what happens if we pull him? Because now we're going to have, we'll be able to go for Uriel. But nobody else is really worthwhile to me. So let's just go ahead and grab him. And then we'll roll the dice with Uriel later on. So congratulations us. We we won thanks to the MasterCard, like usual. So let's pop open these rune packs just to give you guys something else to look at. 5-star life rune, crit rate percent. It's got a speed substat, resistance, defense percent, max HP percent. So not terrible. Put it on a tanky guy that needs the crit rate. I've got a couple of tanks that need crit rate to pop off on their abilities, but it'd be better to have crit rate as a substat and just do all like max HP. But for now, we'll keep it because we're still rune hungry for all the units we've got to build. Not a legendary rune. 5-star, slot 3. Substats, max HP, resistance, crit rate. They're kind of all over the place. Not really built for any single one thing. We'll hang on to it since it's a vampire rune. We might need to fill a slot with it, but more than likely we won't roll it. Another 5-star rune, Swift. All right, so here's the thing with Swift runes, right? Or my opinion on Swift runes. Only keep them if you need um, the slot to be filled with this rune if they don't have a speed subset. If you're building a unit on Swift runes, you're wanting them to be fast. If it doesn't have a speed subset, it kind of defeats the purpose. So unless it just has amazing subs, so like this is pretty good, right, with the crit rate, max HP, attack. That'd be good for a actual fast attacker like Raja, who relies on speed, and a couple of others that want to be faster than the units they're attacking. So hit or miss, use your best opinion, but typically I would not roll this. One, it's not a 6-star rune. It's 5-star legendary is what I try to roll. It's got to be 5-star legendary or a 6-star heroic or better, and that's what I typically roll since silver is kind of hard to come by in the game. But on this rune, that's iffy. We'll keep it for now. It's gonna be a long video. Sorry, guys. We got a revenge rune, flat stats. That is going to just go ahead and BSL. Not gonna waste the time and resources on that. Unequip ticket, we'll need that eventually, but not for now. What do we get? Alright, slot 4, but it's a flat stat rune. It's got flat stats here. I'm just going to go ahead and sell this. It's kind of useless, right? I don't have a way to change that main stat. So, ooh, take it back. There is a forge in this game, I keep forgetting, where you can craft runes. So this will be a fodder rune to make a new rune out of. Gonna have to make some content on that. Alright, slot 3. Flat defense is fine. This is a Havoc, so it's a crit rate percent rune. With accuracy, HP, defense percent. Crit rate is a white sub, so we can't increase it. Kinda defeats the purpose. Maybe we have a tank that'll need it. We'll keep it for now. It is a 6-star legendary. Can we open all these at once? Yeah. Alright, slot 3 again, defense. Attack percent charge rune, crit rate, accuracy. Not terrible, not great. At least we got crit rate, maybe it'll all roll into crit, and then we can just reroll the other stubs. Slot 5, speed's white, can't do anything with it. We got 2 flat stats, and then max percent, HP percent, and crit damage percent on a charge rune, so again, it's going to be hit or miss. Like if it almost all goes into crit damage, we can just reroll the subs. Alright, now this is a nice rune. Right, so it's a swift 6-star legendary, slot 5, so flat stats fine there. And that flat attack, again, that's perfect for what this rune's going to be. The defense, I would prefer it to be max HP, but because that's this primary stat, it can't be. But these substats are great, right? You can't ask for better than that. All percents and all attack based, right? The defense could have been crit damage, and that would have made it that much better, but that's not the case. Still, like, this is a perfect rune, in my opinion. Alright, we got a slot 2. Defense percent rune as vampire. Don't know what we're going to do with this. Vampire, you know, you need to recover HP on attack, so the harder you hit, the more HP you get. It does have crit rate, crit damage subs with accuracy. Maybe we'll find a place to use it. Final one, Swift slot 3 with crit damage. Flat HP, crit rate max. So that one's probably not terrible, but again, no speed substat on a Swift set. So we could always roll it and then re-roll it. And maybe speed would pop up. Now let's pop open this pack, and then we'll go do that L&D scroll. Alright, slot 1. Flat HP, HP percent, resistance percent, and then speed. This is a terrible rune. Right, because your Havoc runes are probably going to go on attack heroes, and this has nothing to do with attack other than that speed and the flat attack stat that it normally is. Slot 2, crit rate percent. Awesome, on a Havoc rune. If we're building Havoc runes, I would rather that be crit damage because we might get enough crit rate based on substats alone with the set bonus. But at least we got attack, max HP, speed, accuracy. This is a really nice rune. I guarantee you we'll find a place to use this one. Slot 3, we have defense, max HP, crit rate, resistance. So again, if we have a tank that needs to crit, this is not a bad option because it is a crit rate set and it's got a crit rate substat with a bunch of tanky subs. Slot 4, defense percent. Attack, actually crit damage, max HP. Not terrible. Pretty standard. I don't know where we would use this. Again, a tank that needs crit damage, I guess, but I don't know who. I don't think there's I haven't seen anybody that scales off of defense yet. So if you guys know of anybody that scales off of defense, leave it in the comments below, and we'll throw this on them. And slot 6. Slot 6 is a bust, right? So we got about 2 bust runes out of this pack. That's about normal. Alright. Heading back to summon. Now that I've wasted all of my crystals because I forgot that one of the packs I bought had a selective chest. If you guys think it's great for me to waste 3,000 crystals trying to summon them, but hey, we did get one Nat 5 that we didn't have, so, and a whole bunch of Nat 4s. Hopefully this will be a Nat 5 to make up for it, and we'll go ahead. Let's do these first. Let's jump off with the advanced to warm it up for that one LND scroll. Be really nice if we got aerial, because then I don't have to worry about trying to do the spirit summons and getting a bunch of dupes. Alright. Let's go hit the LND. And I've done, I think, 3 or 4 LND summons, but I have not been fortunate enough to get a Nat 5. Usually that takes just as many as the others, but these are harder to come by scrolls. Got that Nat 4. Alright, so that new one we don't have, a Dark Archer. Skill 1, Chaser of Darkness. Attacks enemies within a target area with a sharpened arrow. Every successful hit on the enemy reduces Sharp Thorns cooldown by 1 turn. Successful crit hits additionally reduce its cooldown by 1 turn. Sharp Thorns. Skill 2. Fires a devastating shot at a target enemy with increased crit damage by 30%. If the target isn't killed, the target's attack is reduced for 1 turn. Skill 3. Silencing Poison. Successful hits by the silence enemies hit for 1 turn. Oh, and that's a passive. Okay, so that passively activates every 3 turns. So she's always going to do her S1 or S2, and then every 3rd turn there's a chance for her to silence. That's pretty nice. Combo, skill 4. Attacks ignore 20% of the enemy's defense. The bow is callously ready to pierce the enemy's greatest weakness any day. So another passive that ignores defense, we'll probably build her and pair her up with our other defense hero, Anat. So we're going to have us a pretty solid L&D team. Alright guys, I am very sorry. This is a 45-minute long video. I'm not going to cut it up. I'm not going to lie. It is currently 12:30 in the morning. So I'm not doing any video editing today. So if you guys want to watch it, great. I appreciate the support. I'm very sorry for it being this long. Didn't plan on the summons taking that long to do. At least you got to see me struggle and fail. Did we have enough to do this? Yes. Do we want to do this? Yes, because I want that silver. We'll get enough crystals to keep our stuff going from the daily bonuses we have coming in based off the 2 packs we bought. And after this, yeah, I'm hurting. So we're down to 138 crystals. At least we got 240 energy to build off of. I'm just going to kind of sit back, calm down a little bit. MasterCard's going to get put away. And we're just going to play free to play. Unless we need energy. Energy will probably be the only time that we spend any more money just to buy some gems for refills. So I hope you guys like this video. I'll try to keep my other ones down to 10 to 15 minutes like I've been doing. If you got any more recommendations to toss in there, just throw them at me. Let me know. I'm trying to make this better. I'll probably try to make an intro, outro. I know a lot of people like those, other than just putting up a, hey, welcome to Drakkalan. Anyway, you guys have a great one.